All right. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Happy Hour Meetup. How you doing tonight, Brian?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Hey, not too bad. Can't complain. It's Tuesday instead of Wednesday. It's kind of a little adjustment for us, but hey, we'll take it, right?
Yeah.
So looks like there's a few people on. I was gonna say if anybody has go ahead and smash that like button if you would and get this video out on YouTube. That'd help us out a lot. And we appreciate you coming in today. If you want to go ahead and put where you're from in the comments, we always like to see that so we know where everybody's coming from today. That's always good to see too. So Brian, you ready for Turkey Day?
Yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to my steak early in the day more than anything, I think, at this point. So, which is a good sign, right?
Yeah, definitely.
A-
Yeah.
And I guess, it's funny because I was talking to my wife earlier today, and I just had some eggs and some leftover roast that I had from the other day that I had for lunch. And I was like, we're getting low on eggs and we are having deviled eggs, right? Because that's going to be like one of my main things I'm eating at dinner. And she's like, oh, yeah, we got to get more eggs. So I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah, I think we bought like 3 or 4 the other day, but it doesn't take long. I mean, we go through a lot of eggs here and I just seen that they're on sale for 99 cents, so I'm gonna go probably grab
Mm,
another 3 or 4. And I kind of like to keep them. One, you go through them quicker, but if they get a little older, they peel a lot better for like hard-boiled eggs. So I kind of like to have plenty of eggs on hand and so forth. So hello,
yeah.
Susan, how are you?
Hey, Susan.
Hope you're having a good day and everything's going your way. Um, yeah, so it's we got to pick up some eggs tonight. Actually, that's what my wife and I are going to do tonight. We got to go finish up some of our Thanksgiving shopping and just getting ready for the big meal on Saturday for family because we're hosting about 18 people. So it should be a good time, but I kind of got to take a little inventory and see what we need and finish getting some of that stuff bought. Maybe beat the crowds because I think tomorrow is like one of the busiest grocery store shopping days of the year. Is the day before Thanksgiving, so you don't want to be in the store tomorrow.
Oh, I can imagine. It's going to be insane, probably.
Yeah, definitely. That kind of reminds me when you were talking about steak too. I got some New York strips that I probably should get out of the freezer, so they're ready to go for Thursday because we're going to cook some New York strips here as well since our Thanksgiving is on Saturday. So, yep, definitely.
So, how's the weather in Iowa today?
Oh, I should look at the temp, but I know it's cold. I wore a sweatshirt, but it was chilly. Let me pull up the temp because I was kind of curious. I haven't looked, but I know it was a lot colder and it was kind of windy today. Looks like we are at, oh, of course, at 38 degrees and windy today. So that
Okay.
tells you the wind chill is probably fairly cold.
So I think it's in the 50s here, but it's just gloomy. It's rainy and everything. And this time of year always gets me too because it's 5 o'clock and it's like dark already.
Yeah.
That's just a killer for like for if you work during the day, like it's night. It's like dark already before you're done working and you can do anything, right? It's like you can't even
Yeah.
go outside.
Yeah. It just reminded me I should have probably shut the shades upstairs before I came down because when I go upstairs, it'll be completely dark. Oh man, yeah, it's crazy. It gets dark pretty early, and yeah, at least once we hit the first day of winter, it starts going the other direction. But yeah, definitely making keto 4-layer pumpkin dessert right now. Trying not to taste it. Yep. Hey, I wanted to say hi to Becky. I know I had her comment up, but how you doing,
Hey,
Becky?
Becky.
Ooh, 60s, slightly overcast. Yep, that's pretty decent weather there, I would say. It's really cloudy here and almost damp. It's probably a good way. It's snowing.
Oh,
Where's that at, Denise?
oh no. I think there was supposed to be snow coming to like the Great Lakes area, so she might be in that area.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's a naughty word. Definitely. Like I said, guys, go ahead and put a like in front of that and share it if you would. You guys have any questions? Go ahead and fire them off. Me and Brian love answering questions. It's always fun. We may not know the answers, but we'll try. That's for sure. So, Brian, I think now would probably be a good time to ask this, and this is a good one for any of the viewers out there too. Go ahead and put in the comments what you're thankful for Thanksgiving. And Brian, let's start with you. What are you thankful for this Thanksgiving?
So I'm thankful for the way that my health, my life has turned around, with eating this way and just feeling so much better and being able to be a more active participant in my family and being there to provide for them and so forth. So that's what I would say I'm really thankful for. How about you?
Yeah, I think for me, it's definitely gonna be along the same lines as health. I think back to last Thanksgiving, I was not working and I just left my job, yeah, back in September. And, I didn't know what the future would hold. I just was dealing with a lot of pain and hurting and struggling. And, just didn't know if I was going to work again or what was going to happen. And obviously now, as I lost over 100 pounds, I changed my ways, changed my life. And, yeah, I mean, it feels good because I felt pretty hopeless in the beginning of the year. And, now it's one of those things that, I feel like I could do anything. Granted, I still have some arthritis pain and issues to deal with, but, it improved greatly. And now I'm dealing with cold weather again. So a little bit of it, but it's not near as bad. And obviously I'm more mobile now and stuff. And I'm thankful for that and just thankful to be around family. And that was, one of my reasons why is, I got two daughters getting married this next year. So, I wanted to look my best and be able to walk down the aisle. That was a big thing for me because it's like I didn't know what would happen, and if I'd kept going, who knows, how much I'd weigh right now if I stayed in that depressed state. I guess you could say, because I could have just kept eating and gained weight and really been in bad shape. So I guess you can say I'm glad I changed my ways and I'm feeling good about the direction I'm heading. So just real grateful for that and just family. I mean, this is probably my mom's last Thanksgiving. I'm pretty sure of that. So it'll be just nice to spend some time with her and in the my family. And and that's what holidays are all about, is to spend time with loved ones and family and friends and make the best of it, make some good memories. That's what it's all about. That's what life's all about, is just making good memories and have fun and enjoy each other and forgive one another and just be grateful for the time that we have here.
Mm, yeah, well said.
Thank you.
So I got a question for you, and well, I'll start it by answering it myself, and then I'll ask you the question.
Yeah.
Um, so thinking of Thanksgiving, you know, at least for me, there's a couple of things that is like kind of a tradition type of thing that we always do with Thanksgiving. So one thing is that we always tend to watch the one of the Thanksgiving Day parades, right? That's always like a big
Hmm.
thing at our house. And it's funny because like a lot of times I'm not even paying that much attention, but it's on in the background or whatever, and we got family over or whatever. So that's one of the things. The other thing is we always play a football game in our backyard. Um, and my son and my oldest daughter are going to be coming in later in the day. So it's going to be dark already by the time they get here and kind of late. So we're actually going to change it up a little bit this year, and it's going to be on Friday morning instead
Oh,
that
there
we're
you
going to play
go.
our game. But we have a nice backyard. I don't know if you've seen some of the videos
Yeah,
that I've
yeah, you
done
got a
where I
huge
show that.
backyard.
Yeah, so there's a good acre or so back there, and actually it's like an acre and a half. So we will set it up like a decent portion of the backyard and play a game, and it's fun. We'll do like a whole 4-quarter thing where like we'll have like a certain amount of time for each quarter. We don't have, it's just a running clock type thing, but and make a pretty good thing out of it. So yeah, that's something we're gonna do. So with that thought for you, do you have any like traditional type of things that you like to do with Thanksgiving?
Not so much. I probably did when I was younger. When you brought up football, I always think of when I was a kid and my brother and my parents, we'd go up to Minneapolis because that's where my mom is from. And we had all kinds of cousins up there. And we always had a big football game in the street, no matter how cold it was, whether there was snow on the ground or not. It brings back a lot of memories. That's one of the nice things about having those traditions. It brings up a lot of good memories. And, I could just tell when you were talking about the smile on your face and your demeanor changed just a little bit because it's like, well, it brings back all those great memories. And, I got to say for Thanksgiving, I think ours has always been centered on the food, probably. But I think just getting together and chatting and talking and catching up because, some of my nieces and nephews, I only see them a couple times a year. So it's the one time you get to spend talking to them and seeing what's going on in their life. And our family's growing as both my daughters, are going to be getting married and my future son-in-laws come along now. So there's more of us. And then my son has a girlfriend too, and she comes too. So it's one of those things. Yeah, we should probably create some new memories and come up with something fun, probably outside. I got a couple of great nieces and a great nephew. We should probably go outside and do something with them. I think that'd be a good idea. So yeah, thanks for reminding me of how important it is to have those traditions because maybe it's time to start a new one at my house with the kids, especially because that's the stuff they're going to remember, just like I remembered from my youth, going up to Minneapolis. I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, I think all my uncles that played and, they're no longer with us anymore, and it's like, well, those are great memories of those people. And we had a lot of laughs and a lot of fun. So definitely.
Mm.
Hi, Mike. How you doing? Hi,
Mike,
Simpson. How are you? Good.
something.
Thanks for coming in, everybody. And if you guys want to share any what you're thankful for this Thanksgiving, if you celebrate it or not, whatever you're thankful for, go ahead and put it in the comments. We'd love to see it. And it's just kind of good to reflect on that stuff and be grateful for everything that we do have. Cause there's some people that are less fortunate or they're going through some very hard times or through wars in other countries. And, we got to keep in mind that, we're pretty grateful for where we live and what we're doing right now. And we have to, honor that and think about those people as well and wish them well. Cause not everybody has it like we do. So we need to be grateful for what we have. For sure. Even just clean drinking water, something to be grateful for because somebody out there does not have clean drinking water. So definitely. So Brian, I know we talked a little bit about turkey time, turkey trivia time. Do you have some trivia questions you wanted to ask? We'll test our audience and see how their knowledge is on some trivia questions.
Yeah, sure. All right. So just go ahead and put the answer in the chat. And here's going to be question number one. What year did the Pilgrims celebrate the first Thanksgiving?
It had to be a while ago. I'll give you a hint. It was a long time ago.
Yes, it was.
And you can guess a range within like 50 years. we'll let you. If anybody wants to partake.
That might make it too easy now.
Yeah, a little easier. Try to get as close as you can, but 1625. Yeah, that's a pretty good guess, I would say.
Yeah, that's a pretty good guess.
No, you're not allowed to Google it. There's no bad guesses, really, unless you're just say last year. So while you guys are thinking on that one, Brian, do you got another one maybe you could throw out there too? And then we'll come back to the answers.
Yeah, and so let's go with one that's probably going to be more easy for people to answer.
That's good.
Which food is traditionally associated with Thanksgiving in the United States?
Steak sounds good to me. Brian's going to say ribeye. He likes the ribeyes. Don't be shy out there. Go ahead and plug in your answers.
I thought for sure the second question would be an easy one, but there's some
Here's one
answers
guess.
coming in.
Yep. Turkey pumpkin pie. That was Becky's answer for what year. And then turkey Benjamin Franklin wanted to be the national bird. Yep. That's very good guesses.
So are we ready for the answer to the first question?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right. So going back, that was what year did the Pilgrims celebrate the first Thanksgiving? The answer is 1621. So Becky was very close. She was within 4 years.
Yep. That's awesome. Yeah, I would have never guessed that. I mean, had I not seen the question or an answer, I would have guessed probably 1800s or something, you know. So, but yeah, that's a long time ago. Becky's pretty excited about that.
All right. Should we go with the answer for the second one too?
Yeah. Yep. Sounds good.
Okay. Which food is traditionally associated with Thanksgiving in the United States? And the answer is turkey. And I know Becky and Simpson both mentioned turkey.
Definitely.
Yeah. Do we want to go with another question?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Which state produces the most cranberries in the United States?
Hi, Renee.
Hey, Renee.
Renee, which state produces the most cranberries in the United States? Oh, we got a couple answers coming in. We got Maine. We got Michigan.
I can give a hint. The hint is this state. There is somebody that's a pretty famous, popular carnivore person in the community that is from this particular state.
That's a pretty big hint.
It is, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's definitely not Iowa. There's not much water around. There's a Wisconsin guess. We got Michigan, we got Maine, we got Wisconsin. Up north where it's cold. Tennessee.
All right. Are we ready for the answer?
Yeah. Oh, wait. There's one more coming in here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Probably third. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we're ready.
All right. So the state that produces the most cranberries in the United States is Wisconsin, which, of course, Carrie from Homestead How is from the state of Wisconsin.
You know, I was kind of surprised when I saw that because I didn't think it'd be Wisconsin. Clearly, it has to be a state where there's quite a bit of water, but I thought it was down south. I was kind of surprised it was Wisconsin. I had no idea, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Let's go with one more.
All right.
Which president was the first to officially pardon a turkey on Thanksgiving? This could be an interesting one.
Definitely.
Too hot for cranberries in the South.
You know, I grew up eating cranberries out of a can that looks like the jelly. That's how we had cranberries. But now I know my daughter does more with regular cranberries and it's much better. I like the taste of it better, but I won't be eating any. So here we do have a couple guesses here. FDR and Theodore Roosevelt. Those are good guesses. Any other guesses out there on who pardoned the first turkey, right?
Who pardoned the first turkey for
Yep, which president?
And this would be officially part.
Yep. And Kennedy did, but was he the first? Yeah, that's the $1 million question. Washington, that's going way back. Definitely. I kind of forget sometimes this is probably a little delayed on when they actually see what we're talking about sometimes. The broadcast. Not by
by
much, but
couple seconds, yeah.
Yeah. Yep, definitely. Yeah, I wasn't sure on that one either, so it's definitely a head scratcher for me. Of course, I don't remember half the president. I mean, most of the presidents I don't remember anyway. The only ones you remember are the ones that were president when you've been alive,
Right.
other than Washington and Lincoln from way back, way back. For me, anyways. Yeah, that's a good guess.
So are we ready for the answer?
Yeah, I think we're ready.
All right. It is President Harry S. Truman. President Truman. Okay. We'll do one last question. One last trivia question here. What is the name of the famous parade that takes place in New York City on Thanksgiving Day?
Oh, this is an easy one.
I think people might get this one.
So, Brian, was there any rules to the football game that you play on Friday? Is there what do you guys play, touch or?
Yeah, it's touch. It's touch, but I will say that there have been some times that the touch went kind of hard and knocked people down. But yeah, we do touch football, and we don't do any kind of extra point thing. So it's just 7 points when you score, right? That kind of thing. I'm trying to think. I think
how many people play usually?
So well, it depends on who all we have. So originally it was basically my wife and I and the kids, the 3 kids. Now like this year we're gonna have both of the daughters are gonna have boyfriends over. So I guess, and last year my wife didn't play, so she just kind of watched or officiated or whatever. So yeah, I guess there'd be 6 or 7 or so. Sorry about that. I was just getting a phone call. So yeah, there'd be about 6 or 7 of us playing, so 3 on 3 or something like that. Yeah, and then I guess we have 4 downs to try and go down and score. So those are kind of the rules that we use.
Well, that sounds like fun. Definitely. I think we're probably ready for the answer. I'm just going to show what people put up here. Looks like Macy's is popular. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Yeah, that's good guesses. Looks like everybody's pretty sharp in this group.
Yep. The answer is Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So congratulations, everybody. You got it all right.
Yep, good one. I should probably watch that for once. I never usually do because I usually sleep in, or I'm busy, I guess. I'll probably maybe get up and watch it. Usually I'm actually cooking turkey and getting everything ready and doing all that stuff. Oh, now I can take it kind of easy. That reminds me, I should probably replenish my light beer for the day. I don't have any in the fridge, and I know when my future son-in-laws come over, they're going to look for the beer, so I probably better pick some up for them, for the weekend. But not that I'm going to drink a lot or anything. Once in a while I'll have one. Usually I like to if I'm grilling or something, but you never know. I might if we're going to be grilling steaks. I just get the low carb stuff, So, and you just don't overdo it. For sure.
Yeah.
So does everybody kind of like when we bring a few trivia questions to the happy hour? Is that something you guys want to see going forward? Go ahead and just put it in the comments if you kind of enjoy that or like that. We just try to give you guys some content and stuff to think about a little bit, and it's kind of fun. So, but let us know if you kind of like to see more of that during the happy hour. So
Yeah.
if you guys got any questions, go ahead and put it out there. If you haven't put where you're from, you can go ahead and stick that in the comments too. We always like to see that. I'm from Iowa, North Iowa, and Brian, you're from Virginia, northern part of Virginia, right?
Yep. I'm about halfway between Richmond and DC. So
Yep.
it looks like in the comments, a lot of people like the trivia. So
Well,
we'll
good.
keep doing it.
Yeah, we'll try to do that. We'll bring in different stuff, and it won't always be food related or anything. Just like I said, we just try to mix it up, and yeah, awesome. That's what we like to hear. From New Mexico, great. I don't know if we've had anybody from New Mexico on here before, so welcome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
In Louisiana for Renee, awesome. And I know Becky's in Oregon. Susan is from one of the Carolinas, right? Was it South Carolina?
South Carolina. Yep.
Yeah, I thought so. Yep, definitely. Yeah, we appreciate everybody coming in though and just hanging out. If you have any questions, go ahead and shout it out. We like to. It can be about whatever, I guess. We're pretty open to that, food or whatever. But so, Brian, what did you think of the old low carb football party last night?
It was good. Yeah. It was. I'm sorry. Oh, go. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm like,
Sorry.
what? Texas.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm like, wait, what was Texas last night? There we
No.
go. Texas. Yeah. There's another state. Yeah. I mean, it was good. Having. So we always try to have a different topic every time on there, right? So we call it the low carb football party, but it's just a whole mix of everything, right? We try and talk as much as we can about low carb type of stuff, dieting, um, and even exercising and that kind of stuff, right? Last night we did the supplements, so we talked about different supplementing and so forth. So it's not like it's all like about football, but we do update what's going on with the game. So just kind of giving it a little description for people that maybe don't watch that show. So there's usually a game on. Like last night, we did a special edition. It was a Monday night game. So we had the Monday night NFL game on, and obviously we can't show that on the screen because of copyright stuff, infringement, and so forth. But we can give updates of what's going on in the game, and then we just talk to some special guests that we have come in, and then we have usually a topic of some sort. So, it was another great episode, I thought. So.
Yeah, it's nice that what's nice about the guests we bring on too is you get hear a little bit about them and their channel too. We kind of promote them a little bit too, so you can maybe introduce somebody new to you that you've never seen before. Different people bring different ideas, different concepts, different ideas, and it really is kind of a learning thing. You learn from everyone, and it's I would say a lot of our regulars that tune in don't necessarily watch football. Even they just want to hang out with people. You see a lot of fun comments, and it's like Brian said, just it isn't always all about football, because we do mix it up. We bring up score updates and stuff when we talk a little football in the beginning, but generally we kind of let everybody kind of have a turn with what's going on and our guests, and yeah, it's a good time, and it lasts 3.5 hours usually. So
yeah.
It's a marathon. So, I was just going to go back here. So Arlene, you and your husband have been carnivore for 3 weeks and have been carnivore for, let's see, 3 and 11 weeks. I see. And we're low carb for the past 3.5 years. Awesome. Yeah. So it's definitely good to mix it up. I find that carnivore helped me quite a bit. And, it's that elimination diet. It really does help, especially if you do go back to, eating more low carb. You kind of know what affects you and what doesn't. So it's one of those things. Brian isn't going to ask their largest turkey on record. I think he did that one last week. Yep.
Yep.
Mike Shaw was on our show last night, and
That's
that's
right. We were talking about dreams last
Yep,
night.
we were definitely. And, I was going to remind you, if you want to catch one of them, all the replays are up. If you go to our live tabs, you can see all the previous shows that we did and you can view those. Definitely, you can see what the guests are and you can fast forward through whatever you want to do. But yeah, it definitely, there's some good information on there. So let's see here. Renee's saying 50. Yep, 86 pounds is the biggest turkey, definitely,
Yep.
and that's huge. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, how big that thing's got to be, like, just huge. I can't believe it. I don't think it would taste very good.
you got 18 people coming over. You might need an 86-pound turkey.
Yeah. Well, I have a 20-pound bird, and then I'll buy turkey breast tonight too. That'll probably be, I don't know, 6-7 pounds probably. Too. So yeah, we'll have almost 30 pounds of bird that I will cook, and we'll have ham too. So, and most of it will be gone. So
yeah, I can't even imagine how big that turkey was.
oh, I had to be huge. I mean, hey Joe, how you doing today? Have you had your run today yet? He usually goes for that big run. I bet he has. Yeah, I wonder how Mike's shadowing. He said he was going to be on tonight, so maybe he's working a little late tonight.
Might still be on that run.
Yeah,
that route.
He might have got lost and is still taking kids home or whatever. Mike, if you're listening out there, we like you, buddy. Oh, you never know, I guess. That reminds me, Brian, we got to get the podcast going so we can stream this to a podcast. I think that'd be awesome because that way people can listen to us on their walk or if they're exercising or on their way home.
Yeah.
Are you drinking anything for happy hour tonight?
Just water.
Good old water.
Yeah, my regular water.
I've got some amino essential energy green apple flavor. It's got 1 carb in it, but it's like a natural caffeine energy drink. I usually drink those in the afternoon just to give me the boost for the rest of the day, I guess you could say. And here's a question. How much extra fat do you eat? We're having turkey and ham, deviled eggs, maybe olives. Olives are, I will say this, being out when I was on keto, I did a lot of olives to help bring my fat content up. They do work for that, for sure. And then obviously, anytime you can add some butter in, that helps. So how about you, Brian? What are you thinking for extra fat do you eat, would you say? A lot of it's probably your food.
So I guess we're talking about Thanksgiving, I'm thinking, is where the question comes from. And turkey is pretty lean. So that's one consideration. For me, my Thanksgiving meal is going to be later in the evening. So I'm going to have a nice steak earlier in the day. That's going to be, a nice fatty steak and get some butter on it and so forth. So that's going to be a good fat content to go early in the day for me. Then when we get to Thanksgiving, I'm basically just going to have turkey and deviled eggs. But I think because you're right, or I guess, well, I'm the one that said it, so I'm right. Turkey is kind of lean. So turkey's kind of lean. So I'm probably going to actually put some melted butter on my turkey just to fatten it up a little bit.
Definitely. Joe says he comes on he runs at 4 a.m. and right now it's currently basically 10:35 in the UK at night. So I'm guessing
he's gonna be running again pretty soon.
You're going to bed here pretty quick, I would guess, to be able to get up at 4 and do some running. So, but another thing I was going to say, anytime, eggs is a nice way to, that's a nice balance of fat and proteins for sure. So I second what Brian was saying on that too. So for sure.
Yeah, it'll be funny because I'll be over there putting butter on my turkey and the rest of the family will be putting butter on like biscuits and stuff like rolls and stuff like that. I'll be like, nope, I'm good. Get some butter for my turkey. That's okay.
Even during regular days, how much extra fat? Because trying to lose weight and I need use my body fat.
Yeah, it's a good question. Um, I always use the Dr. Anthony Chaffee rule, and with that, um, if your stools are a little loose, then you're probably eating too much fat. And if you're having issues with going to the bathroom, and it's not necessarily that I only go like once every couple of days because that's kind of normal when you're eating carnivore diet. But if you're having other issues where it's pretty hard to get out and so forth, then you might need to increase your fat a little bit. Um, so when you have a lot of stored fat, though, uh, you are going to need a little bit less fat because your body's going to be pulling fat that you have stored in your body to use this for energy as well. So if you kind of use that rule of thumb, what you'll find is over time, as you have less body fat, you're going to require more fat. So you're going to be eating more fat than what you did originally. So I guess what I would say is I see a lot of videos out there where they talk about eating like a stick of butter and stuff like that. And if you watch those are typically people that have been doing carnivore for a while and they're pretty skinny. Or they were skinny to begin with when they went to carnivore and maybe even needed to gain weight. So for me, at least, I wouldn't go too heavy on the fat early on if you still have a lot of body fat to lose, but then increase it as you go. But still just kind of use that whole, how are my bathrooms going with the stools, because that's going to help you to really know what's the right amount of fat for you to be taking in.
Yep. And if you do like to track like the details of it, I highly recommend you download an app called Carb Manager. It is completely free, but you enter your food in there. You can scan barcodes, and it'll break it down for you and show you how much fat you're taking in, how much protein. You can put the type of diet that you're on in there. I know carnivore's in there. Low carb. You can kind of set your goals and enter your stuff that way. And sometime when you're first starting out, or I think you guys have been low carb for a while, but it is kind of nice to track it because you can pinpoint a little more and you can see what maybe, if something is causing you issues, you might be able to pinpoint it a little bit more, or you can see that you're not eating enough fat, and that will help you for sure. So keep that in mind. And like I said, that app is called Carb Manager, and you should be able to get it on any type of phone. So Joe is currently window shopping on the internet for puffer jacket because he's having trouble keeping warm, fasting 22 hours a day. Yeah, I remember he said that in a couple chats. He's getting cold doing this, especially when he's fasting. So, yep, I could see that. You're probably burning a lot with all that running too. I mean, there's just a lot of energy's getting burned. So I could see where you'd be colder for sure.
Yeah.
Susan was just saying Carb Manager is a great app using keto. Yeah, especially if you're doing keto or low carb. I think it's a great app for that. Even carnivore, especially if you are trying to pinpoint something or you eat some different foods, I think it's good to at least plug it in there so you know where you're at for sure. Yep. Yeah, with ribeye and yeah, you're good. You probably don't need to use a lot of butter if you're eating ribeyes and hamburger meat for sure. Definitely, if you are like Brian said, if you're having problems with loose stools, it's like, yeah, back off on the butter. Butter's a great laxative. It really is. I mean, you don't need fiber, just have more butter and that'll take care of it. So yeah, definitely. Becky's saying I heard some of the doctors say 1-to-1 protein to fat. So for me, trying to get to 120 grams of protein, 119 grams of fat per day. Today, you already hit the protein goal. So,
yeah, I think the interesting thing is it depends on who you talk to, because there are people out there that will tell you that you really need to look at your situation, because depending on where you're at, like if you have more body fat, excuse me, if you have more body fat and you're looking to, hold on a second.
No, that's okay. It happens.
So if you have more body fat and you're looking to lose weight, uh, you probably actually want to go with a little less fat intake, just because then you're going to pull more from your current body fat, and it's going to help you to lose weight faster. So yeah, I get like probably if you're already at the point that you need to be and you're maintaining, then that 1-to-1 is probably a good ratio. But I kind of agree with some of the people that say that you really have to look at what your particular situation is and do it by that. And it's not necessarily the same for everybody.
Yeah, I agree. Cause I mean, I still got plenty of fat on me I can burn. So yeah, I probably don't need to slather on so much butter and so forth. But yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. It makes sense why when people are closer to goal that they have to eat more to get all that fat to burn. I could see why they end up eating a lot more, 2 pounds of beef or whatever, they're trying to get
Mhm.
their energy levels in there. So it makes sense too.
Mhm.
35 grams of fat or 300 calories, and you could eat some butter. Yep. Yeah, you're already at your protein goal. I know you said, so that's awesome. So Brian, that kind of brings us to our little. I know we talked a little, touched on it last night, but the no way November. I know that's been kind of interesting. I'm anxious to step on the scale and see where I'm at. I don't know if I felt like I've lost much weight. We'll see what happens here. We still got another 10 days to go, roughly. But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. A guy has to be extra good on Thanksgiving, though. I think that's important. So,
Yeah.
William.
It's like I just so wish that I could weigh myself right now, because I really feel like I'm doing well. Like I've noticed that my belly seems thinner, so I'm pretty sure that there's fat loss happening. Um, but I don't really know like what that is equating to in terms of weight. And um, yeah, then we're gonna hit Thanksgiving, and it's like I need to make sure I'm good and not cheat too much so that I don't mess that up, because then we're gonna be weighing ourselves like a week later. And yeah, so it's interesting, but I'm sticking with the no way November. I'm not weighing myself. I'm hopeful though that things are going well from where I was at, and that I've lost some weight. Um, but like I always say, the big thing for me is that I want to lose some of the remaining body fat that I have. So I feel like that is definitely happening. Like my clothes definitely seem to be fitting a little bit looser, and just noticing like in the last few weeks that my belly seems to be a little smaller. So that's a good thing.
I was going to ask you if you had any problems with loose skin yet.
Um, so I do have some loose skin hanging in the belly area. That's the only spot that I seem to have it, which is interesting because like my legs were pretty big before and they're a lot smaller, but I don't notice any loose skin in my legs, so I haven't had anything there. It just seems to be in the belly. How
Yeah.
about you?
Same there. My legs they look a lot smaller. I mean, it's crazy how much smaller they are. And, I've changed pant sizes quite a bit, but I definitely noticed some loose skin on the bottom of my arm here, a little bit here on my chin, and then definitely in the belly area. I mean, it looks all wrinkly or just, it's interesting, but hopefully, some of that skin will shrink up with some, what is it, collagen, taking some of that and just naturally. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't think I'll need skin surgery or anything. I mean, you never know, if I drop another 50, 60 pounds, maybe, but I have no plans to do that. I just, unless there's some health issues or something, but it's just kind of a reminder of where I've been. I kind of look at it as like, well, it's just kind of part of life and me, and I'm older now. I'm not trying to impress anybody, you know, uh, But yeah, I definitely see it in my stomach more, especially on like in the front on each side. It's like I have a dimple below my ribs on each side, like a big, like a fist sized dimple. It wasn't that way before. And, of course, I've got the love handles on the side. Both basically my sides still just, I think that's where the bulk of my weight still needs to come off, is just on the sides. So hopefully, I can keep working on that. So,
Yeah. I one thing that really works well with excess skin is lifting weights. That seems to really help with that. So that's kind of what I'm gonna plan to do, is try and do it with that and not look at doing like the tummy tuck or whatever they call it at the surgery. So
yeah. Joe says never owned one when it comes to a scale. Just be careful. Sometimes the mirrors lie. Pictures don't lie, mirrors do. So be careful with that one. It's funny how that works, but it's true. That's funny. 68-30 for you, Becky. I usually try to do this 70%. That's where I like to be at for fat ratio. Yeah. I'm just happy to see my ribs again. I didn't know I had any, especially if I'm laying on my back in bed. I take my fingers and poke. I'm like, what's this? Oh, that's my rib cage. Oh, it was hidden for a long time. Like I said the other day, I can actually see my belt now in the mirror. It's kind of interesting to be able to do that. Or before, it's like it was covered. My belly was hanging over. So. If you guys have any more questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. We love seeing those. Definitely. Hello, Christy. How are you? Hope all's going good for you. Just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving this week too. I know we still got a little bit of time yet, but sometimes people pop in and out. But have a great week with your family and friends, and make some good memories. And
so Christy posted a couple down from where you're at that she doesn't know what the fat ratio is, but she's frying up a batch of Rick's heart attack chicken. So I've never watched any videos of Rick doing heart attack chicken, so I wonder what is in it.
Yeah, you got me kind of curious now, for sure.
Yeah. I guess I got to go back to Rick's channel and find that video because everybody's talking about it.
It's easy to get so caught up in what we're trying to do and, our own videos. And then it's like it's hard to find time to watch everyone else's channels sometime. And it's like, man, I got to catch up. That's probably what I'm going to do this week, is just kind of catch up on that. I don't have to crank out so many videos. That reminds me, in case you missed it last night, I just want to thank everybody that supported me. I actually hit my hours goal for YouTube. So I appreciate everybody supported me and watching my channel, and I hit my goal. So thank you for that. And maybe I won't have to quite put out so many videos. I still like to put out videos, obviously, but it's nice to hit that goal, and it's something I don't have to sweat anymore. So Brian's real close. So make sure you watch his videos all the way through. Whenever he puts something out, that'll really help him out. And because I know he's getting real close to goal too, and the sooner the better, I guess.
And a little hint, I have a video coming out at 9 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. Oh, just bought some tallow. Nice.
Yeah, so Arlene says it's chicken fried in beef tallow. So
okay. Yep.
It's like chicken wings and beef tallow.
Sure.
Really
So
good.
JT made a video on heart attack chicken too.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't know the lingo of that particular name for it, so it's interesting.
Thank you. That's awesome. Glad to hear you're almost there too. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes it seems like it takes forever. Sometimes it goes pretty quick for some people too. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Thanks,
definitely.
Christy.
Yeah, if we're on together and you aren't logged into both, make sure you're at least logged into Brian's because I want to get him at that goal. He'll be there in a week or two here, I think, anyways. Brian puts out a lot of great content, and I was just gonna give your channel plug, and my channel plug. It's on the bottom on the ticker. If you aren't subscribed to us, we'd sure appreciate it as we try to grow our channels and help get our word out there on our lifestyles and how much this has changed our lives. Between the two of us, we've lost over 180 some pounds. And that's pretty amazing. I know we got some more to go, but it's been a fun ride, that's for sure.
Mm.
It's life changing.
Yep.
Anybody's got any questions, go ahead and throw them up there. We'll try to answer them for you. Interesting. Hey, Todd, how you doing?
Hey, Todd.
Todd, what are you cooking for Thanksgiving? Tomahawk? Is it tomahawk steak? I bet that's my bet. We'll see if I'm close. I think I might have heard you say something about that, but what are you cooking this Thanksgiving?
Not being able to wait. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how many watch hours I got left because like 2 days ago I had like 200 hours left and the app is not updating. So I don't know if they're doing that on purpose to me just to be mean or what, but no, so I have no idea. I got to be getting close, I think, but I don't know where I'm at.
It's kind of funny because mine was stuck on 3,999 for like a day. I was like, what the heck?
They did that on purpose. You know, they did.
Yeah, I think they probably were adjusting it. So I was ready. You can't find the tallow. I guess I have not looked in stores that much. I've seen it on like Amazon. I know you can get it. How about you, Brian? Have you seen tallow anywhere?
I'm pretty sure that the Walmart by me has it. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've seen it there.
There you go. Todd said he was planning on it, but he's deciding to fast to show the holidays who's boss. That boy. That boy. No, that's great.
Renee brings up a good point too. You can make your own out of fat, beef fat.
Yeah. I know my local store, I asked them about that and they would give them to you, but they didn't have any to give me because somebody else had gotten it all before. So sometimes they sell it, sometimes we will give it away. So it does not hurt to ask the butcher if they have any spare, any of the spare fat, because they want to get rid of it too sometimes. So they may just give it to you. Otherwise they'll sell it to you really cheap and you can make your own. And I'm sure there's a video on YouTube on how to do that. I would guess. Hey, there's a carnivore idea for a video. Make your own tallow.
There's a video for everything on YouTube.
They do. I've learned so much on here. Yep. Whole Foods has it.
Mm.
Definitely. Well, if any of you guys missed the trivia today, you'll have to watch the replay. We had some Thanksgiving trivia questions. They're just kind of fun to see. And I still think that's crazy that the biggest turkey is 86 pounds. That's the world record. That's just, I can't imagine. Interesting.
So what's the Becky says 7 pounds for $70 on
Is that for
Amazon?
tallow or what?
Uh, wow, that's a lot.
That's the way it is though on some of that on Amazon. You can see different prices that are just way out there too. And somebody will buy it. That's the thing. Not know
Yeah.
any better, but it pays to shop around, obviously. Look for the best deals. We've got another 5 minutes left here, roughly. And if you got any questions, go ahead and get those in. But I just want to thank everybody for watching tonight and wish you a happy Thanksgiving to you and your family and friends, and just make some great memories. That's what it's all about, for sure. So, Brian, any hits on your video for tomorrow that's coming out?
Well, it's actually a pretty short video, but it's basically just like there's like a lot of pictures, I guess, of my transformation, that kind of thing. So I found some pictures digging through my phone and stuff, and because I haven't really had a lot, and haven't shown a lot of pictures like
Yeah.
before and after, so I kind of put a video together doing some of that. Again, it's a rather short video, so it won't take long to watch it, but
Yeah.
I thought it would be good to just kind of put something out there showing like the difference, and talking about my weight loss and health issues that were
Yeah.
basically fixed with going carnivore. So
No, that's awesome. That kind of actually, I'd put one just out on Facebook. I've not shared it with my YouTube audience, but I'm kind of trying to make an intro showing a bunch of pictures of me before and after. And that's the one I put on Facebook on my channel there, or page there, is going to be like my intro for all of my videos, probably going forward for the most part, because it kind of tells a story a little bit, and obviously it'll change as we go. But yeah, it's kind of fun to do that. And I always tell my story a lot, just because a lot of times there's 70% of the people watching your videos have never seen your video before. So I always
mm,
like to give them an idea of how far I've come and where I'm at. So I'd repeat myself a lot, especially the people that always watch me. I feel kind of bad, but I try to keep it short. But I want people to understand that are just new to the channel. Hey, we've come a long ways, and this is where I'm at, and you can do this too. So
yeah.
definitely. Yeah, if you get any questions, go ahead and get them in. We'll be on for a few more minutes here yet, so we'll be happy to help you out. And if you guys could all, even if you haven't yet, make sure you smash that like button. You can catch this on the replay on either one of our channels. Just go to the live tab and you can rewatch the broadcast, especially if you missed the first part. You can go back and check that out as well. And I guess I do have a question for our viewers. Did you guys notice the video at the beginning? We had the countdown, then I made a little video for me and Brian. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Did you like it? We're just kind of curious on what you were thinking about that. It was just kind of fun to do, but once again, tells a little story about us a little bit.
Mm.
I like that idea. Filet mignon. Sounds yummy. And a little bit of ribeye. Nice. And please go ahead, Brian. I'll let you start with you. You can go ahead and tell Arlene a little bit about your story, and then I'll do mine quick.
All right. Yeah, so I've been on carnivore now for about almost 17 months, I guess. Before I went to carnivore, I was pretty overweight and had some health issues, had AFib, high blood pressure, joint pain, arthritis, back pain, and just, tired, not really feeling like doing anything, those kinds of things. And pretty quickly into carnivore, the joint pain and arthritis seemed to go away, started to get more energy and felt like doing things again. And I also noticed that my AFib episodes went away. I'm like pretty much over 14 months now, I think, without a single AFib episode, and my blood pressure's under control. I got off of the medications I was taking for AFib, so that's good. And I've lost over 80 pounds. So yeah, it's been pretty much life changing for me. Um, and, again, like the energy and the mood, like I'm happy now and smile a lot more than I used to, and that kind of stuff.
That's
So
great.
how about you, Greg?
Yeah, I guess yeah, my story starts in September of last year. I was a hotel general manager and I walked away from my job because I was in so much pain with my back, my hips, my knees, my ankles, all arthritis pain. And I'm 51 years old and didn't know what I was going to do. And January rolled around and my wife had lost a little bit of weight. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm the one that needs to lose weight, not you. And she kind of motivated me to get going. And I decided on a low carb diet and it quickly turned to a keto diet. In 2 months, I lost 35 pounds. 5 months, I lost 70 pounds. Right around the 7-month to 8-month mark, I decided to do carnivore a little bit. And at my 8-month weigh-in, I was 94 pounds down. And then 8 months and 1 week, I was 100 pounds down. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. So in a little over 8 months, I lost 100 pounds. And I have I'm just under 300 pounds a little ways here. 288 was my 100-pound weigh-in. And I'd still like to lose another 40, 50, 60 pounds, wherever it goes. But now I'm doing pretty much a ketovore. Once in a while, I'll do a little carnivore too. I kind of mix it up. So I never stay on one particular plan, I guess you could say. I kind of hop back and forth to keep things moving. But right now I'm doing OMAD and probably more of a ketovore type eating, which means to me is like less than 10 grams of carbs a day. I'm probably more around 5, but it just all depends on the day. Some days it'll be a little bit more, but that's kind of where I keep it. So anyways, but we got a couple of, so yeah, you can check the video. I can even play it at the end if you guys want to see it. I can put it on right when we're getting ready to leave if you like. So you can see it here. It's like 28 seconds. And Joe's got a question. Who do you think is the hottest girl in the carnivore community? Oh, I couldn't tell you that one, I guess. They're all beautiful. So how's that? I like that the best.
He's trying to get us in trouble.
Yeah, he is.
Married,
Leave it to Joe. But yeah, if you guys want, I'll play that video right now for you. And then when I come back, after that, we'll sign off after that, or we'll say goodbyes, I guess. We'll play it right now for you. All right. Yeah, that was our little intro video that we made. And yeah, it was fun to do. For sure. Did you guys like it? It'll be ever changing, I'm sure. Now that Brian's putting out more pictures, I'll maybe do some updating on a couple of those and we'll have some fun with that. So definitely. Yeah. Safe answer. Yeah. It's a safe answer, especially if my wife's within earshot. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was fun.
Just remember what you say on YouTube always stays on YouTube.
Yep, that's right. It's not like Vegas when everything happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah,
definitely. So I don't know, maybe Arlene didn't catch it, but we did play that. So
or she might be slightly behind or something.
Yeah, it could be. So we did play that, but you can catch it on the replay too. It's just at the very beginning. It was kind of fun to do, but I guess with that, we're going to kind of wrap things up. But go ahead, Brian. You can any parting words that you want to say, and then I'll finish it up, I guess.
So you always stump me on this one.
I know.
I'm ready.
Maybe I should go first to make it easier.
No, I am ready.
All
so
right.
I'm just gonna say I'm probably not gonna do. Well, I know I'm not doing another live stream until after Thanksgiving. So Those of you in the United States, wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Those of you that aren't in the United States, that's okay. Still, hope that you have the chance to say that you're thankful for whatever it is over the next several days, whatever. Um, and I hope that everybody does a good job at continuing with their goals and not having too much of a problem with the holiday. And if your plan is to have a little bit of a break on that day and then get back to it, that's great. Go ahead and do that, and I wish you luck with that as well. So yeah, just everybody have a good holiday and so forth. And thank you all for your support and for watching us. All right,
Yeah,
Greg.
I think you did a great job there, Brian. So yeah, I just want to encourage you all to, stay on plan as best you can. And but life does happen sometimes, but just make sure you get back on the plan if for whatever reason you slip up, because I understand temptation and I understand food addiction. I'm realizing I've been addicted to food for a long time, and sometimes that temptation is very hard, especially when you love it and you haven't had any for a while and you want to try it again or taste that food again. So, but I just encourage you to stay on plan and make some good memories with your family and friends, and be thankful for every day that you wake up and have another opportunity to do great things. So I just thank you all for watching, and we appreciate your support, and it means a lot to me and Brian, I know. And we kind of do these shows for everybody, so we want everybody to have a place to go and hang out, have some fun and laughs. And, there's always some good knowledge there too. So, yep, definitely. Good deal. Yeah, we want it to feel like Thanksgiving's coming for sure. So, yeah, thank you. We appreciate you, and happy Thanksgiving to you. And I guess with that, we're going to finish up. But take care, my friends. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate you. And like I said, if you missed some of it, you can catch the replay on the live tabs on either of our channels. It'll be there. And we appreciate you and love you. And thanks again. So we'll see you guys soon. And yeah, probably be next week sometime for the next live. So take care. God
Bye,
bless, my
everybody.
friends. We'll see you. Bye-bye.